All right, excellent. Here we go. Wow, here we are. Today is March 27th, 2020, here for our first Unity Frequency Friday. I started this as inspiration to support everyone through this experience we're having right now. Welcome, and I'm excited to be here in this time. We're going through such an incredible, powerful shift on just so many levels. And I just want to really tap into some of these levels today with you to experience the subtleties of what is taking place, give you information on some of the more grander aspects, and then the subtleties of that as well. And then just hear from you, if you want to share anything that's going on in your life right now that you may need extra support with, or just want to share because it's, maybe you're having an interesting experience with your awakening with this new new frequencies coming into the planet, and then all the shifts that are happening within that space, because there's a lot of going back and forth right now of that energy. And I'll be sharing what I'm noticing in the inner earth planes and the sun and central sun and beyond all of that, to what's really important for us to focus on and be attentive to, and create our field, create our personal field to support the collective field. And then after, we go through what I'm going to share, and then anything that you would like to share with me or ask questions, then we'll go through a short guided meditation to enjoy a nice relaxation. And I'm also just opening that up to whatever wants to come through, so if an activation happens, that's what's going to happen. If just really going to tune into what is available for us to really be tuned into the frequency today in this moment. So all right, so right now I'll share a bit about what I'm noticing in the larger field as a whole. So, I'll go into the context of, our physical earth reality, the, more 3D reality in this moment. So, right now on this planet, there has been, talk for many years about doing a global economic reset and a just a global reset in general, with governmental foundations, basis, the economy. And this was a catalyst for that. And I think that the virus is, maybe a real thing that's happening that might have, as I'm noticing, as a part of the continued Agenda 21 that was written several years ago to create a depopulation on the planet. And it's not happening on the mass that maybe it was wished for. And that's because of all of us who are doing this work to hold the field, so that it doesn't have to go down that way. And then also, it was an opportune time for them to create a new global and economic experience, considering, the dollar's been one of the main currencies on the planet. And now a lot of countries over the past couple of years have been wanting to shift out of the dollar, which has caused a lot of upset in the, governmental powers that be. And so this was another opportunity to just shut everything down so that they could possibly come through with a new way of governing and a new way of, shifting the economics on this planet. And so I know that they were trying to put through some digital currency just as a test run. And I don't think that's happening now, but that was one of the things that they were trying to bring through. And then there's the whole 5G thing going on, that is very harmful to the human body, very harmful to us as a whole and our frequency of the way the makeup of our body works, right? And we're moving into, and it just, I'll parallel this with what's happening on the sun codes and the codes that are coming through at this time too. So, as we're going through this reset on a larger scale, basically we're going through this reset that could potentially, if we focus on that and make that our life, create a new body, create a new conscious template for how we work with each other. We know this is what's happening, right, in the awakening of the planet and the spiritual, going into our spiritual age. And actually the potential was to actually create something brand new, something that had never been experienced before on this planet, to change the cycles, right? So that we're not going through the same cycles that we have been going through for how many times, right? How many passages of experience on this planet. And so the simulation that was put in place on this planet for the unconscious templates is, greatly shifting right now. And those of us that focus on it and really create the space within our inner being, and we focus on that reset, and I know many of you are, if we're really willing to step out of the programs and the systems that have been put in place to maintain this unconscious field, then we have the ultimate ability to guide this whole experience that's happening right now. And so I know that a lot of us are having personal experiences in life where, we may feel isolated from people, or we, have confusion because we don't know what's going on and what is going to take place. And so the most important thing is to keep our vision, to keep our energy, to keep our frequency as connected to our soul, and just allow ourselves to go into the more subtle aspects of what's at play here. To keep our bodies healthy, to keep our immune systems healthy, keep up your meditation, keep up your nutrition, and then also really stay tuned into what you would love to see on this planet. What you are here to do, what your purpose is, and staying really tuned into that experience, because that is what is going to shape the frequency and the field of this planet as we move forward. It's like we're in this huge transition zone. It's like that point where you're, creating a project or making something and it hasn't fully taken form yet. And you're kind of, maybe in the flow with it, and you don't exactly know what that outcome is, but you're willing to just be in the flow of your creation, right? That's where we're at right now. We are in that flow. And so the more we stay focused and poised within our inner subtle knowing, sometimes the subtle is the most powerful place that we can hold, because the subtle is where the physical, where the gross experience comes from, the physical experience. So when we're staying within the subtlety of our witnessing, of our noticing, of our intentions, of our attention, then we really tap into the wisdom, the truth, the knowing of who we are, and then what's really happening on the planet right now. So, this morning, I wanted to really keep this local and present too, to, the current frequencies that are happening. And so I tapped into the earth, I tapped into the sun, I really felt into the power that's at play right now in this moment. And the earth, I'm feeling a lot of friction within the earth right now. The womb space, it's really bringing up the womb, and the womb of our creative capacity, the womb of our nurturing, the womb of our sacred space. And so this doesn't mean just the feminine womb, but the womb of all creative space. Because, even men, they can go through that womb space of manifestation. It's just alchemy. It's archetypal images. So when I'm looking at this womb space, I'm looking at the coming together of the unified field of masculine, feminine, of duality. And there's a lot of distortion being manipulated and simulated on purpose within the planet right now to create the misalignment with the codes that are coming through right now. But when I tap into the sun and the central sun and beyond, I mean, we're being held. I mean, it's so powerful, the energy that we can really tune into right now that's really coming in and support the planet by being the conduit of that energy into the planet. So, because once we step into the subtleties of ourselves and we step into the subtlety of our vision and really come into that inner space, then what happens is we step out of that collective that's holding the old programs, right? And so when we step out of the collective holding those old programs, we're also stepping out of what's being placed and manipulated in the field in this moment. And we just step into the larger field of frequency that is attuned to all the other planets and the sun and the central sun and, you know, the multiverse that is really supporting this transition right now. And so that is the new earth that we're creating, right? That we're not focused within the collective at large in the field of this planet. So this is a powerful place right now to really tap into our womb, to tap into these creative sparks that are coming through. And I was talking to some people, you know, and they're like, well, I don't even feel like I can focus on my vision right now because it doesn't seem possible because I can't, you know, especially, you know, people who are in European countries who are basically in lockdown. They literally have city borders. They cannot leave their town. And, you know, it's different here where I am, where I can come and go freely. If I wanted to travel, you know, I could travel physically on the road from city to city, town to town, state to state. I don't have that. So for me, it's a little different. So but I'm also just tapping into that larger field going, despite the obstacles, this is just imagine it's everyday life. We're moving forward and there's obstacles that come up, right? Do we let any obstacle come in the way of what is true and powerful for us? And that's the place that we have to stand, that nothing is going to come in the way of us continuing to focus within ourselves, our power, our ability to manifest, our deep space of intention, right? So when we are going to continue to put our focus and our energy and our capability within this place, despite what are seemingly obstacles right now, because we can't move around as freely, or we can't, you know, go to the places that we enjoy going. Right now is the opportune time to build our capacity of our field, right? Our energetic capacity to manifest, to intend, to create, to really know ourselves on those deeper, subtle levels. This lockdown, you know, is more of an uplift for me. And that's what I would like to shift that frequency into in your mindset, in your space, if this is, you know, the experience you're having. Because the more that we focus on our vision and our power, what we're doing, as I've been saying, is supporting that collective shift. And just, you know, and shifting out of looking at just, I mean, it kind of amazes me that when we come into these types of experiences, the micro focus that happens on the seemingly big thing that's happening, like the coronavirus. It's like, okay, yes, that is happening, but what else is happening? There are so many details, so many layers that are happening right now. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's go a little farther with this. Let's pay attention of what's really happening, of what's, you know, trying to be pushed through on this planet from, you know, the higher frequency level, as well as, you know, what we call the lower frequency levels of, you know, the government and powers that be. Because what's happening right now is we have the, you know, government means govern the mind, control the mind, governmente, the mind. Who do you want to be governing your mind? What do you want to be governing your mind, right? This time is a profound chance to really go into our inward space and really choose what is going to be our governing principles. What are your governing values? Is it all the stuff that's out in the media about the virus and this and that? Are you going to micro focus, or are you going to expand yourself in your inner reality? Are you going to, you know, once this might blow over, you know, and life will never be the same, right? As we're going through this massive reset, and you're a part of this reset. What are you going to reset yourself to? So that when we go into the next world after this passes, right? After maybe we're allowed to move and shift, are you going to go back to your job as normal? Are you just going to keep on with that life? Or are you going to start doing things differently for yourself? Use this experience as this momentum, as this inspiration to choose your steps, to choose your focus, what really wants to be called forth from you, right? So this is where we're at. And that's that womb space that I'm feeling that wants to be opened up right now, that manifestation, that creative power. And yes, there's those static energies coming in of the powers that be wanting to knock that out of place right now. I'm feeling it. I mean, there's just this static, pulsing, controlling, constricting energy going through the planet right now. And so let's not take that on. What's coming through right now is what's going to happen in the meditation activation, which is really great, because that's usually what happens is as I'm speaking and as it's coming through and as I'm noticing. So we're going to be working on that within our own space. And then we're going to, you know, activate our power centers to shift into the dynamic of that which we want to create, and starting with the subtle fields of our own being now, what our focus is. So I would love to hear from you if you want to put in the chat on Facebook, or in the chat on Zoom. And I'm also going to open up the lines on Zoom if people want to speak. Like, what's going on for you? Like, what feelings are coming through for you right now? Right? So I'm unmuting people on Zoom if you want to speak. If not, and you want to keep yourself muted, that is fine. And on Facebook, if you want to put in the chat, I would just love to hear from you. What's the overarching experience that you're having right now? What are the emotions, the feelings, the experiences? And it could be anything. And if you're having a hard time too, share that. Be present with us. And so you can receive that support. If you have any questions, you know, of you know, some of the deeper aspects of what I've been speaking to, you know, you can ask or share about that. And then, you know, after we're finished with that, we'll go into the activation meditation. So I would just love to hear from you. Does anyone want to share? And if you're on Zoom, you can also just type in the chat if you don't want to speak out loud in the group. That's fine too. So, yeah. I mean, it's really interesting for me because with the slowdown, I'm just going to keep talking, but if anyone wants to jump in, please do, or write it in the chat anywhere in the comments. I'm just really enjoying feeling the slowdown in the planet. Just with the less action going on, just the subtleties that we get to feel from that, you know, like, wow, what would it be like if we lived on a planet where it wasn't hustle and bustle all the time? You know, let's create that. Let's create that more. in our lives and more connection with people, the real type of connections with people. So is there anyone wanting to share anything from Zoom or ask a question or put it in the comments on Facebook? So what I'm seeing as an opportunity here for us to do is to look more attentively at like the details, right? The details of our inner landscape, and really notice what is the spaces within ourselves that are awakening right now, in comparison to the spaces that we're maybe used to being in when we're in everyday, quote unquote normal life. Just really feel the difference, really feel the spaces that want to open up, really feel what is possible. See, this is where we get into that power of possibility, right? What is possible from this experience we're having right now? And this is where we get to tap into this space. Because when I'm looking at the field of the frequencies that we get to, I mean, it's so heart uplifting for me. It's so powerful. It's like I'm walking in a different energy. I'm noticing my body, really opening expanses of energy. So, really getting to tune into the functions of the body. How does this relate to how does this relate to how does this relate to how we're going to move forward with our life, with the planet? So what I'd like to do, yes, Darko, thank you for saying thank you. I appreciate that. This is powerful for me to do too. And Cassandra, yes, definitely enjoying the slower pace and intending to make the most of this time for sure. Yeah. Wow. So what's, like the revelations, right? The revelations that are coming through is, how do we want to function? How do we want to create? What do we want to function from? What do we want to create? What do we want our foundation to be? What do we want this world to be? And so with that, I'm going to, since I would love to just go into our meditation activation, really feeling that energy strongly coming through. So if you'd like to take a moment, if you're in a place that you can, just close your eyes. Breathe into the body with the intention to just release anything and everything that you don't need to have your attention on in this moment. Just being present here with your body, your breath, your energy body. And breathing with your breath, allowing the body to relax and come into more space. Relaxing the body from the head down to the feet with each breath. And really allowing your breath to fill your belly. Giving yourself that deep space. of breath, of presence. And anywhere in the body that you're holding any tension or any emotions or any thoughts that feel counter to what you're experiencing or would like to experience, just take some deep breaths and shift that. To shift that experience into space, just opening up the space in the body. Good. Your soul self, your soul in the capacity that you can hold, be in this time, calling in more of your soul experience. And bringing a golden light around the body, around the energy body. And asking for a white light to come down like a waterfall through the top of your head, down through your body, just a cleansing white light to bring in the next level of relaxation, of presence, of connection with you, your higher self, your soul. Good. And continuing to breathe into the belly, into our womb space, into the creative power of our bodies where we hold that space. Breathing deeply into that space. And coming into also with your breath, the center of the heart, to come into pure heart space where all that you receive and all that you transmit comes through a pure space of love. And letting the pure heart fill all the cells of your body. And breathing this pure heart into the womb of your body. To your belly, into your abdomen, deep into your belly, deep into your abdomen. And with this pure heart energy and white light, breathing through any spaces within your womb where there is any tension, any friction from present or past life, to release any programs, any ideas, any beliefs that you are not able to create or manifest or be in the full flow of your soul creative power on any level. Just breathing this white light through, asking it to transmute this energy into your full creative power, full creative manifesting, soul activating power. It's with this intention, just taking a few moments here with this light. Releasing any energies, any line, any cords, on any timeline, any space, any level, any dimension. Releasing this now, transmuting it now. Remembering to breathe this white light into the abdomen space. Breathing this white light through the whole abdomen space, the front, the back, the sides. Releasing any of the programs, ideas, beliefs, resistances that have been in the way of you truly manifesting and being aligned with your soul creative power. Just noticing what's showing up for you, what's coming through, what wants to be transmuted. Calling in more of your soul capacity now to fill this space, to bring you an easeful frequency of your power, your true soul power into this space. And as you're doing this, also let this white light to spread through the rest of your body, to attune all of the cells of your body, your DNA, going into the DNA to reprogram you any of these experiences from your lineage, your past lives, and your current life as well. So bringing this white light into all the strands of your DNA right now to release any programs, any ideas, any beliefs that have been passed down or taken on in any lifetime, past or present, of not being in full soul creative power. Breathing this white light through strongly through all the cells of your body. Bringing in your true soul creative power into all the strands of your DNA. Good. Being in this, allowing this white light to also spread up through the center channel of your body. So going down from your womb space down into the base of your spine. Filling the base of your spine and coming up through your will center, coming into pure will of this pure creative soul capacity. Up through the heart, through the higher heart, through the throat of your expression, your creative expression, up through into the center of your head, your vision, up through the crown of your head, connection to the soul, and up all the way up. Just let it continue to go up, all the way up through to the sun, all the way up through to the central sun. And then coming back around to the front of your body, up the spine. So making a nice full circuit. Actually, bring that loop down from the central sun all the way down into the center of the earth. And let's support the earth right now, bringing this light down the center of the earth's true soul capacity, connected in with the sun, with the central sun and with your energy, your connection of soul in this life in relationship to the earth, supporting the earth in the center. Then coming back up to the base of your spine, all the way up to the center channel of your body, up to the center of the sun, to the central sun, and down, looping around from the front of your body down into the center of the earth, nicely flowing this energy. And then as you're ready, the next time you come up out to the top of your head, coming up through the sun, the central sun, and then looping down through the back of the earth, down your back into the center of the earth, up the center channel of your body, up out the crown, up into the sun, in the central sun, down in front of the body, down into the center of the earth, and up through the center channel of the body, up through the top of the head to the sun and the central sun, down, looping down into the center of the earth from down around your back and up through. So you have an infinity symbol doing this from the front of your body to the back of your body, up through these centers, working within this loop of flow of energy through the whole field, feeling this through your whole body, your whole energy body, allowing yourself to continue to connect fully and deeply with your true soul capacity, the true soul capacity of all that we are in relationship to the sun, the central sun and beyond, and the earth, and supporting all of these spaces as well. Good. And if you wish to continue that, that's fine. If you wish to just come and center in the center of your heart, and come and center into the center of your heart. And taking this moment to deep breathe into your room space again, and connecting into the room space of the planet, the unified field of the planet that we are on, that we relate to in every breath. Giving gratitude for its support. And so giving it support now and just flowing some healing energy into the planet now, to this center. And then visualizing this light going from the center through the whole of the planet. So filling the whole planet with this white supportive light of being attuned to its full creative power, its full creative capacity in its purest form. Through the surface of the planet and all the people, all the animals, all the structures, everything that exists on the surface of this planet, send it this true creative, pure power energy now. Asking for healing on every level that's necessary, for transformation on every level that's necessary, to come into the highest capacity, the highest expression. Good. And just releasing that, And letting it continue for as long as it wants to continue on the planet without creating any disturbance within your field, within your energy, and just coming into the center of your body, the center of your field, into the center channel of your body with this white light. Just focusing in with the center of your head, and the center of your heart, and the center of the base of your spine. Noticing how you feel, noticing what's come through. Good. And just feeling your body and coming into your body. And just notice what may have come up for you and what you would like to create, or what the pure energies that are moving through the body, or anything else that might have shown up. And then from this, when you're ready, opening your eyes and looking around your space from this creative power, this healing, this transformation. Good. Good. And if anyone that's present would like to share anything that came through for them in that meditation activation, I'd be interested in hearing, or you can put it in the comments or the chat. What you felt, what you noticed, what came through. It was really beautiful. Really enjoyed that. Thank you, Cassandra. Beautiful to meditate with you too, and you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah. The inner beings of the earth are really, really grateful and thankful right now. A lot of the tapping into that crystalline structure of the center of the planet that was really activated just now. And I know that the inner beings of the planet have been working very diligently, and I know there's a lot of, they're working very hard right now. There's a lot of focus and intention, and they welcome and are grateful for all the support that is needed for them to hold this space continuously. So I'm really feeling their presence and gratitude. And there's this, the crystalline energies of, I just noticed the time is 11:44. Just the Zeldicons, that's what they've called themselves to me, and I've been working with them for about 7 years now, and they are one of the keepers of the inner earth and the crystalline grid structure. Thank you, Darko. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome. And sometimes they can be very giggly and just I don't even really have a word to describe it in our language. Connect when they are feeling fully charged and uplifted and in a very bright space. It's just so pure, and the energy is so clean and clear and strong, and I feel them sharing that back with my body and my being. So may you also receive that as well, to have this exchange right now with them, this currency exchange. So yeah, if anyone else would like to share. So yes, just continue your presence, your inner focus, and you're creating the possibilities in your life of what's true for you and your soul. on your pure heart energy that wants to come through. Sorry, I'm pretty, that meditation made me really, I feel like I'm in my body, but I'm in another body. It just totally I just feel my whole body recreated. So, Cassandra, that's great. Yeah. Feeling the crystalline energy and super playful with this sweet 2-year-old who is here with me. Beautiful. Well, I'm sure they're receiving that too. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, it's beautiful to hold this space with the children as well. Yeah. So, yeah. Now that we have a reprogrammed DNA from all of that, let's see what we can do, right? Let's see what wants to manifest and be created and be focused on right now in our spaces and our experiences and our expressions and our communities and the world. So may you go forth with that in your day and your life with purity and love and peace in your hearts. And thank you so much for being here with me. I am going to end because I do need to prepare for another call after this. So much love to you and thank you. I really do appreciate you being here with me and creating the space and the time to do this profound activation meditation, to be together. So much love and thank you, Darko. Yes, namaste. And enjoy your day, your weekend, and enjoy spring coming alive here. I'm feeling it. All right. Take care. I'll be sending out the replay.